Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coffee with Craig. It is a fine Monday morning. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about, entertainment and guns, or specifically gun control. You know me, I'm not one who's a real fan of athletes or entertainers choosing to chime in on controversial political or public policy topics. Mostly because when they speak out of ignorance. Just like I wouldn't ask my plumber what they think about my car, or just like I wouldn't ask my doctor what they, think about my plumbing. I'm really not going to spend, well, not that kind of plumbing anyway, but just like I wouldn't do that, I really don't care what an entertainer has to say about firearms policy, because like most who don't deal with it on a regular basis, they don't understand the technology, they don't understand the industry, they don't understand the law. And so when they go to say something or do something, it usually comes out of a place of complete and utter ignorance. Fast forward to Cam. Now, I don't listen to a lot of country western music. I just don't. So I don't know how big of a star Cam is, but I do know that she's a big enough star that people are paying attention to the fact that she's weighed in on gun control. She's weighed in after the shooting that took place in Texas or in Vegas. She stepped up and started to get involved. It says here, and this is from A Taste of Country. It says the debate over gun control hits closer to home in country western music after the mass shooting in Las Vegas, and Cam is among the artists who have begun to speak out on the politically charged topic. Now, what's interesting about it is that, she starts off getting into talking about, well, she cares about the people and she cares about the fans, and we all get laid and they treat them like family. But here's the thing. Then she starts getting into talking about the actual topic. She says, I think the next step that you think of is how concerned everyone is for security. Then the next part is gun control and talking about what that means. I think people are realizing the divisiveness is over. Like when people are trying to make it like someone's trying to take away your guns. Nobody's trying to take away your guns. Okay, so clearly, Cam hasn't spent a lot of time in a lot of states where they are, in fact, trying to take away your guns. Here in the state of California, they are doing everything possible to make it so that you cannot exercise your right to bear arms outside of the home. If it weren't for a few sheriffs who actually believe in the right of an individual to be able to bear arms, in the most populated parts of the state of California, with the exception really of kind of Sacramento County, you do not have a fundamental right to bear arms, meaning that you are at risk outside of your home. Whenever you walk, your right to bear arms, your right to defend yourself ends at your front door. And even then, at your front door, they're very restrictive in terms of the types of firearms that you can have or own. We have the not unsafe handgun roster here in the state of California, which basically has banned all new semi-automatic handguns in the state of California. Can't buy them. Or at least you can't buy them from a dealer, period. And that's the state, once again, that's the state of California where they are, in fact, banning guns. They've already banned semi-automatic centerfire rifles with detachable magazines. That ban has already taken place. So don't tell me they're not trying to take my guns. When you are going after the ammunition that goes into our firearms, and you're saying we want to get rid of all lead ammunition and all non-lead ammunition, well, because it's made of a tougher metal, we're now going to call it armor piercing, and we're going to ban that too. So you're going to have your guns, but you're not going to have anything to be able to load them. You're not going to have any ammunition for those firearms. When they're going out of their way to try and make it so that you can't locate a gun store in any area by saying where you can and where you cannot have them through special use permits. That's what's happening already in Alameda County here in California. So don't tell me that you're not that people aren't coming after our guns. Don't tell me that, because it's an ignorant statement. You do not know what you are talking about. Just shut up and sing. And I have the same exact message for power couple Faith Hill and Tim McGraw. They seem to feel like they need to say something about this. Now, The interesting thing, and what I'm really appreciating, is I'm also reading about all the backlash that they're getting from their fans. And here's the thing. Let me just tell you something. I don't care what form of entertainment you are. Just like I am here on Facebook and YouTube talking about guns. Here's the thing that I know. Know your audience. Know your audience. When your audience steps up and says, when your audience is made of people who are patriotic, who believe in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, who specifically believe in the Second Amendment and the right to keep and bear arms and the fundamental human right to defend oneself, well, then maybe you ought to think twice before you decide you're going to go out and speak out against that very fundamental right. Maybe you want to make sure that you're not speaking from a place of ignorance. Because once again, for example, one of the same things that these two individuals right here talked about, and one of the things that Camp talked, well, but we need to do background checks. Well, guess what? The Las Vegas shooter, yeah, he had a background check. Yeah, they did a background check in order for him to purchase those firearms. Just about every single time, as far as I know. Everyone he bought from a dealer, he had to go through a background check. Oh, let's see, what else? Oh, then there's the Texas shooter. He went through background checks. For some reason, the government failed to enter in the information that would have kept him from getting the gun. So what are you trying to say? See, then there's the Tehama County shooter. Now, did he go through background checks? No, because he got the weapons a different way. The whole point is this, and this is the thing that you guys will never, ever seem to want to understand. And that is that criminals don't obey the law. They do not obey the law. That's why they're called criminals. Criminals, by definition, commit crimes, which means they violate the law. And when you institute laws that limit the rights of individuals, all it does is affect law-abiding citizens. And that would be you and me. And it makes potential victims out of us. And if you want to know why your fans aren't listening to you anymore, if you want to know why your record sales are going down, if you want to know why people are so upset with you, that is the fundamental reason why. So just do yourself a favor, shut up, and sing. That's going to be it for today's Coffee with Craig. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to like and share these videos. Let folks know about the fight for civil rights here at FPC. Because like we always say, civil rights, got to use them or you're going to lose them. Take care.
If you like our videos, follow, subscribe, like, and share.